Yes, once again, good evening to all. It is today Wednesday. It is 1st January 2025. We are starting this year with a Dhamma discussion. Today we will be reading from the book The Path to Nibbana, written by David C. Johnson and edited by Bhante Ramsey. And before the start of session, we will pay homage to Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. All can join together for paying homage. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddham dhammam sangham. It's good that we have started with paying respects by taking refuges in Buddha Dhamma. Now I will be opening the both path to Nibbana. Yes. Nanda madam, do you remember last time where did we stop?
Yes, it's page 47, the most essential step toward experiencing the twin.
Here, no? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Nanda madam, you can start reading from here.
The most essential step toward experiencing the twin or aware jhanas is the correct practice of right effort. In particular, the tranquilized step as defined in the suttas, or what we call the relaxed step. In Pali, it is pasambayam. The relaxed step is the key to removing hindrances and craving through true right effort, which allows this different kind of jhana to arise, an aware jhana. In both the Satipatthana Sutta and Anapanasati Sutta, it says, as the student breathes in, he knows that he breathes in. When he breathes out, he knows that he breathes out. You don't focus on the breath alone, but simply know that you are breathing. You simply understand that you are breathing. The Pali word for this is sati, which is to observe and to know. You know what a long breath is, and you know what a short breath is. This just means to observe whatever is there in a light-minded way without trying to control it. You don't make a short breath long or a long breath short. You don't breathe in deeply or change the breath in any way, and don't focus tightly on the breath. You just understand what is happening. If someone said to you, "Do you know where you are?" you would look around and say, "Yes, I'm in my garden." You don't focus and concentrate on the garden. You don't peer inside the bushes, look under rocks. You just know you are in the garden. The Buddha makes this process even clearer with the next step, where he says that breathing in and out, he experiences the whole body. He's not saying to observe the breath. He's saying that he's saying that as he breathes, he is experiencing the whole body. He is mindful of what is happening, both inside and outside. This softens the attention to encompass a greater field of awareness. But then there comes the most important step in the Satipatthana Suta's instruction, which is omitted or overlooked by other methods and practices. The student tranquilizes the bodily formation on the in-breath, and he tranquilizes the bodily formation on the out-breath. This is the critical step that will lead you to the elimination of craving and the attainment of Nibbana. Why is this relaxed step ignored or just treated as a general relax the body step? Other methods don't value the importance of this. It isn't seen as an active step in practice. It is just understood as a general relaxation, but not an active relaxing of tension in the head, a tension that is actually contained in the thought itself. In fact, it is a critically important step that runs counter to deep concentration because focusing tightly creates tension, not tranquility.
Yes, Nanda madam, can you explain the
Yes. Now, the most important step in the TWIM, which we call tranquil aware jhana, is the correct practice of right effort. In particular, the tranquilizing step. This is defined in the sutta. In TWIM, we call it the relaxed step. In Pali, it is called pasam vayam. The relaxed step is the key to removing hindrances and craving through true right effort, which allows this different kind of jhana to arise, which we call tranquil aware jhana. In both Sutta Satipatthana and Anapanasati, it says the student breathes in. He knows that he breathes in. When he breathes out, he knows that he breathes out. It doesn't say focus on the breath alone, but it's saying simply know that you're breathing. You simply understand that you are breathing. The Pali word is sati, which means observe and know. You know what is a long breath and you know what is a short breath. So this just means to observe whatever is there in a very light-minded way without trying to control it. You just understand what is happening. Now, here Bhante Vimramsi gives an example. He's saying, if somebody said to you, do you know where you are? You would look around and say, yes, I'm in my garden. You don't focus and concentrate on the garden. You don't peer inside the bushes, look under rocks, but you just know you are in the garden. So a blessed one makes this process even clearer with the next step. Breathing in and out, he experiences the whole body. He's not saying to observe the breath, he's just saying that he breathes, he is experiencing the whole body. He is mindful of what is happening, both internally and externally. This softens the attention to encompass a greater field of awareness. So the most important step in the Satipatthana Sutta is, for some reason or other, was omitted or overlooked. The student tranquilizes the bodily formation on the in-breath, and he tranquilizes the bodily formation on the out-breath. This is the critical step that will lead you to eliminate our craving and attain Nibbana. Why this relaxed step is ignored or just treated as a general relax the body step. Other methods, for some reason or other, don't value the importance of this. It is seen as an active step in practice. It is just understood as a general relaxing, but not an active relaxing of tension in the head. Attention that is actually contained in the thought itself. In fact, it is a critical, important step that runs counter to deep concentration, because focusing tightly creates tension, not tranquility.
Yes, Nanda madam. Rightly said, it is basically in 6 hour process. We are following the right effort. In the right effort, the important step which is missing from the other practices like absorption concentration practices is relax and smile step. This is a very key important in our practice, which makes us to walk in this path. Now I request Paul sir to read, if possible.
I'd rather not read, if that's okay.
It's fine, fine. I request Chaya madam, if possible, you can read.
Hello.
Yes,
You all hear me? Yes.
yes,
I
I
can.
can.
So let's start.
Yes, you can start from here.
What is it that you are relaxing? You are relaxing the tension and tightness, which are signs of craving. Craving that gives rise to thinking and to all kinds of habitual emotional tendencies, causing the mind to wander away into daydreams and thoughts. What is all this? They are mental formations. The Buddha addresses all this noise of the distraction and asks us to relax and tranquilize this also. Here is the quote from the Anapana Sutta, MN 118. This follows the instruction to tranquilize the bodily formation. MN 118. He trains thus: I shall bathe in experiencing the mental formation. He trains thus: I shall breathe out experiencing the mental formation. He trains that I shall breathe in, tranquilizing the mental formation. He trains that I shall breathe out, tranquilizing the mental formation. So here, we see the Buddha is asking us to specifically relax both the mind and the body and mind as a total process, and especially to relax the thoughts, which are mental formations that come up. Why does thinking come up? Everything draws your attention to thoughts, feelings, sensations, etc. Pleasant feelings are beckoning you to come and taste them, and unpleasant feelings are poking you to dislike them because they are painful. This is how suffering is born. The mind is running free after this and that with no restraint. Gradually, you come to see how this really is suffering. Noticing distractions or hindrances arise and ignoring them or pushing them away or following the advice to clench your teeth and put your tongue up against the roof of your mouth to remove them and to destroy them is not the way to let go of distraction. Why? Because you haven't let go of the cause of that distraction, which is craving, the pulling of mind into thought.
Yes, Jai madam. Can you explain?
Yes. So, what is it that you are relaxing? We are relaxing the tension and the tightness. And these tension and tightness is a sign of the craving that gives rise to thinking and all kinds of habitual emotional tendencies, which cause the mind to wander into daydreams and thoughts. So, what is all this? These are the mental formations. The Buddha addresses all this noise of the distractions and asks us to relax and tranquilize. So here they've shared it with a quote from the Anapanasati Majjhima Nikaya 118. This follows the instructions to tranquilize the bodily formations. He trains thus: I shall breathe in, experiencing the mental formation. He trains thus: I shall breathe out, experiencing the mental formation. He trains thus: I shall breathe in, tranquilizing the mental formation, and I shall breathe in, tranquilizing the bodily formations. Breathe out, tranquilizing the mental formations. So here we are seeing that the Buddha is asking us to specifically relax both the body and the mind as a total process, and also to relax the thoughts, which are the mental formations that come up. And here a question comes up that why does thinking come up? So everything draws our attention to it: thoughts, feelings, sensations, etc. Pleasant feelings want us to come and taste them, and unpleasant feelings poke us as we dislike them because they are painful. And here we see this is how the suffering is born. The mind is running free after this and that without any restraint. And gradually we come to see how this is really suffering. Noticing distractions or hindrances as they arise and ignoring them or pushing them away, or following the advice of clenching our teeth or putting our tongue up at the roof of the mouth to remove them and to destroy them, is not at all a way to let go of the distractions. Why? Because we haven't let go of the cause of the distraction, which is the craving, the pulling of the mind into the thought.
Yes. As you said rightly, the relaxed step is a very important step in our practice. So once again, we repeat the 6 R's as whenever we get a thought or hindrances in our practice of loving kindness, we apply 6 R's. First R being Recognize that mind got distracted. Then, second step, release the distraction. That is by not involving into the distraction or the thought. Then relax the tightness present in the mind and body. Then re-smile. Then return to your object of meditation. And then repeat the same process of 6 hours whenever you get distracted. Here, in this context, like what it is saying that, like, if we do not follow the actual process, even the Sutta quotes that the word called tranquilizing. Tranquilizing means specifically to relax both the mind and body. If we do not add this step, then actually we are not walking on this path because we are not removing the distraction. Instead, we are focusing again, like it is like a collectedness practice, absorption concentration practice. Now I request Gopinath sir, could you able to read? Otherwise, I will read. Adding a step to actively relax into the tension and tightness in the head that pulls your mind away is what the Buddha found steadily reduces the energy of those distractions. The distractions will fade away naturally on its own because you have relaxed the tension and tightness feeding it. The more we pay attention to something, the greater our attention is drawn and thoughts are created. Releasing your attention reduces thoughts and tension. We want to actively release our attention to distractions. We don't want to push away. That just makes them stronger. The Buddha called this right effort Samma Vayama. In Twim, it is called the 6 hours. This is the way hindrances are removed and craving is eliminated bit by bit. We will discuss this process later as we go into the instructions. In the Majjhima Nikaya number 36, the Mahasachaka Sutta, it clearly states that after the Buddha tried to control his mind through clenching his teeth and so on, he found that his efforts, rather than getting control over his mind, led to the tiring out of his energy and brought on restlessness. Crushed mind with mind, and sweat ran down from my armpits. But although tireless energy was aroused in me and unremitting mindfulness was established, my body was overwrought and uncalm because I was exhausted by the painful striving. This exertion did not work. Attempting to control the hindrances in this extreme way is just using aversion to push away what you don't want. There is no letting go here, but only pushing away. We have created another hindrance. How many times have you heard some meditators say, "Darn it, I just can't make my mind do what I want it to do. It's really making me mad." You can't use a hindrance to eliminate a hindrance. In other words, control will not work. Something else must be the correct path. There's an article on the internet in which a Jhāna meditation teacher wrote about his self retreat practicing concentration meditation. He said he did a 9-month retreat, and the first 4 months were spent fighting with his mind to stay on his breath. What fighting? How does that bring tranquility? Isn't there a faster way to get progress? Yes, there is. Hold on. Did you just say 4 months to get concentrated? It's really very good sentences or very good paragraphs which explains about the importance of relax. Basically, relaxing means we are relaxing the tension and tightness in the head. Whenever we get distracted, as Bante frequently says that there is a meninges which is wrapped around our brain, and whenever we get distracted, even though if we release the distraction, recognize and release the distraction, there is a slight tension present in our head, and here we need to just relax. Here, Bante, I want to quote one sentence from Bante. The sentence is like, the more you think and ponder upon, that will be the inclination of our mind. Here, if we continue to feed our the thoughts, and definitely it will make increase the distraction rather than reducing. Here, Buddha says, or Buddha says, and as we experience, whenever we are applying 6 hours, we are moving a bit, we are removing a craving bit by bit, bit by bit, bit by bit. And there's a quote from Majjhima Nikaya 36 where Buddha tried in getting his control of his mind with his teeth, clenching his teeth, putting more effort of controlling the thought, but could not able to succeed. Instead, his body got exhausted because of this painful striving. Therefore, definitely the path which is like controlling of mind is not the correct path. And there is a quote from Bantam Ramsey saying that there is an article where some of the teacher wrote that he was in a 9-month retreat, and first 4 month was he was fighting with his mind to stay on his breath. And Bante is asking, questioning whether is there any faster ways, faster progress path. Yes, there is. This is the path. Yes, Nanda madam, can you able to read?
Yes. Concentration practice tries to control mind and push away distracting thoughts and sensations. In both, focuses down onto the object and then pushes away the wandering mind. The Buddha in the text tells us not to suppress what he calls the defilements. In the Anguttara Nikaya Samadhi Sutta, in several places this is quite clear. AN 5.27, section 4. The knowledge arises that is personally yours. This concentration is peaceful and sublime, gained by full tranquilization and attained to unification. It is not reined in and checked by forcefully suppressing the defilements. And notice the word above, concentration in Pali is actually samadhi, which Venerable Punaji already has translated as tranquil state of wisdom. or a state of collectedness. The above is the Samadhi Sutta, and it is named and translated as concentration, and that is wrong. Are you beginning to see that the connection methodology that the Buddha had already rejected keeps trying to make its way back into the teachings? Since what you're trying to achieve is the removal of craving, you must see and understand it, not push it away. Absorption just puts it on the shelf such that when you come out of the absorption jhana, the hindrances come back even stronger, like a vicious dog. You open the gate, now he attacks you with full force. Instead of pushing away the distraction, you simply relax into it and accept that it is there. The Buddha found that relaxing the tension and tightness from the things that are pulling your mind away will gradually reduce the energy of those distractions. Finally, after relaxing enough of tension and tightness, the distraction will fall away on its own. Why? It is because you're not feeding it. You're not reacting to it. This is what tranquilizing means. Relaxing any tension or tightness that is whisking you away into thinking.
Yes, Nanda madam, can you explain this?
The concentration practice try to control the mind and push away the distractions and thoughts and sensations. However, the Buddha tells in the Anguttara Nikaya Samadhi Sutta, the knowledge arises that is personally yours. This concentration it's peaceful and sublime. It gains full tranquilization and attains to unification. So that is what the Blessed One is saying. The Venerable Punaji also translate samadhi as tranquil state of wisdom, and a twin says it's the state of collectedness. The meaning is the same. Our Supreme Buddha has already rejected concentration method. So what we are trying to achieve is to remove the craving. So in order to do that, we must see and understand it, not push it away. Absorption, concentration tend to push the craving away, and therefore it has a tendency to come back even stronger, like a vicious dog, attacking with full force. So with Twim, we simply relax into it and accept that the hindrances are there. Now, Supreme Buddha found that relaxing the tension and tightness from things that are pulling our mind away will gradually reduce the energy and therefore distractions. And in the end, after relaxing enough of tension and tightness, distraction will further fade away by itself. The reason is this happens is we are not feeding it. And sometimes it says we are not giving energy, we are not giving nutriment to distractions. We are not reacting to it. We are tranquilizing the body and the mind. So we are relaxing the tension and the tightness, which is whisking away into thinking.
Yes, thank you, Nanda madam. And now we will have some discussion on Dhamma. I would like to stop here for reading. Nanda madam, would you like to share something today, the 1st January 2025?
Yes, this passage clearly explains the Supreme Buddha's method of tranquilizing the body and the mind. In TWIM, we call it 6R process. Supreme Buddha uses the word in Pali, pasam bayam, which is we are relaxing the body and mind. And he also used the word sati in Pali, what means observing our thoughts and feelings, and relaxing our body and mind. This has an effect of softening the tension in our body, and as a result, awareness is cultivated. So when we practice 6R, what we are doing is we are relaxing the craving, and therefore our body becomes relaxed and our mind becomes calmer. This is repeatedly in suttas, Satipatthana Sutta and Anapanasati Sutta, repeatedly is explained, and the word used is tranquilizing the body. And in Samadhi Sutta, it also explains that we need to tranquilize the body and mind, and then we will attain the unification, and our mind will go into a samadhi state, tranquility state, which is collectedness, which is unification. As a result, we experience the jhanas, and the mind moves into cessation experiences. Venerable Punaji also translate the word samadhi, the Pali word samadhi, as a tranquil state of wisdom or a state of collectedness, which is exactly what our Venerable Bhante Ramse ask us to do as well, to relax our body and mind every time our mind is distracted. And then he also says to have a smile on our face to uplift our mind and radiate the universal unconditional loving kindness to ourselves and to everyone else in the universe. And it has a tremendous transformation effect, as repeatedly explained in a number of suttas.
Yes. Thank you, Nanda madam, for sharing. Paul sir, do you want to share? Chaya madam, do you want to share?
Yes, I would like to share something which I have been practically experienced about the tranquilizing step. Now, whenever I have been practicing, uh, the moment the mind starts getting caught up in thoughts, immediately we catch the sensation that we lose on the smile and we start feeling the tension and the tightness in the body. And exactly if we follow the right effort, what has been told, the tranquilizing step, the moment we recognize that the bodily tensions and we relax it, then the smile automatically comes in and we go back to the return step again. So, recognizing the tension and the tightness and the relaxing step is absolutely like that was like the one what we just read has been a very important step in helping us go move further and stay with the practice. So, yes, that's what I wanted to share. That the
Yes.
moment we relax, we automatically get back our smile. When we begin with a smile and we get caught in the thoughts, and you never know when we lose on to our smile. So, the moment we are back with our object of meditation and we relax, we come back to our smile and we move forward. So, I totally agree that the relax and the tranquilizing step is very crucial, and not only during practice, but even during the day when we experience any kind of tension or tightness or any kind of tensions in whatever we are doing around, just one word, relax and smile. And it brings you back to a very calm and a very uh, peaceful state.
Yes.
So, yes, thank you so much for this.
Thank you. Gopinath sir, do you want to share something?
Uh, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Okay, I am practicing regularly. Cross leg sitting 1.5 hour, chair sitting 2 to 2.5 hour. No problem.
Great. Great, sir. Good, sir.
Okay.
Now we will share the merits. Yes, I think you could able to see now.
Yes.
We can all read along. May suffering ones be suffering free, and the fear
The
struck
construct
fearless
fearless
be.
be.
May the
May the
grieving
grieving
shed all
shed all
grief,
grief,
and may all
May all
beings
beings
find
find
relief.
relief.
May all
May
beings
beings
share this
share
merit
this merit
that we
that we
have thus
have thus
acquired
acquired
for the
for
acquisition of
acquisition
all
of
kinds
all
of
kinds of
happiness.
happiness.
May
May
beings
beings
inhabiting space and death,
and earth,
devas and nagas of mighty power,
power,
share this
share
merit
this
of
merit
ours.
of ours.
May they
May
long
they
protect
long protect
Buddha's
the Buddha's
dispensation.
dispensation.
Sadhu, sadhu,
Sadhu, sadhu.
sadhu. I wish all happiness to all. Thanking you for joining. Thank you.
A happy New Year to you all.
Thank you,
Thank you
Nanda
so
madam.
much. Thank you so much, and Happy New Year to
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you, madam. Thank you all. Bye bye.